the audit file provided by Mr. Agostinelli, and I'm going to show you volume 2. Could you come please to in my volume it's D69. I'll give you a page reference. .457. Now that's a statement for a Citibank credit card.
Yep.
It's in the name of Ms. Jackson, but if you look at the address, what's that PO box address?
That's the Vic 3 branch post office box.
And so this was a credit card issued by Citibank, a MasterCard it looks like, in the name of Ms. Jackson, but the account was paid each month by the branch, wasn't it?
Yes.
And the account statements were received by the branch, it looks like. And to your understanding, what were the expenses on the Citibank card?
On this one, well, mainly travel and internet related and telephone expenses, which would be typical.
That's typical of the expenses on that card.
Travel, Australia Post, petrol.
And then there were also a Diners Club, well, there was also a Diners Club card. And if you go to the next page, page 458,
Yep.
that's an example of the Diners Club card.
Yes.
Again, it's in the name of Ms. Jackson, but the address is that of the
Office.
And account statements, to your knowledge, were sent to the office?
Yes, they used to come to me.
Well, they came to you?
Yes.
Every month?
Yes.
Same with the Citibank card?
Yes.
Is that the same with the MasterCard?
Yes.
And you'd check them, would you?
I would then marry them to receipts, and if there were not receipts, I would, Kathy would explain to me what they were, but generally there were receipts.
And
She was a bit inclined to give me the shoebox.
What, sorry?
The shoebox of receipts.
All right. But these were receipts, what were the expenses in general terms? What sort of things?
Travel. Diners Club was generally travel.
And you would organise payment, would you?
That was, again, I think that one was a direct debit.
Oh, direct debit, I
Yeah.
can see that on the statement, yeah. In fact, if we come back to 28. 28 of your statement. You say for some regular monthly expense payments, such as credit card bills and Telstra accounts, payments were made via monthly direct debit.
Yep.
So you'd receive the account statements, you'd get the receipts, and then once you'd done that check, you'd enter the transaction in MYOB. I'm just looking at 28, so
Yep.
just correct me if I'm getting this
Yep.
right or wrong. And you say you allocated it to appropriate expense accounts. What sort of expense accounts were you allocating it to?
Well, in the chart of accounts, there would be things for fuel, for telephone, travel, accommodation, meals.
Right. And you say Ms. Jackson provided credit card receipts. And if I did not know what the expenses were for, I'd ask her to clarify.
Yeah, well, sometimes receipts are a bit vague and they don't provide enough information.
And then 29, you're talking about Ms Jackson's MasterCard. Now, again, is that card in respect of which the account statements were sent to the branch's PO box?
Yes, that was a business MasterCard issued to the business.
What business?
Well, it goes back to the Australian Health Professionals Association. It had been in place from prior to Kathy working there. And there was a term deposit held against the maximum value of that credit card. And I think Michael, I can't remember the previous person's name, Michael Maloney, he held a credit card with the Commonwealth Bank prior to that. When he left, that card was chopped up and Kathy was